Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee. Welcome back to Mars. Last episode we built this landing pad here for our Tarda Grande, and as well as finishing up the control tower over here, and then we made a tank farm over there, which the general consensus, including me, is that it sucks and it needs to be redone. So that's going to be one thing we do today. I did finish up a little bit of stuff on the elevator here. I changed it up a little bit, so when we hit the button here and go up, the door is still the same, it opens up. And then this was Beeblebum's suggestion, is when we get up to the top here, instead of having it go too far, we just have it tilt, and then this guy is flush there, and we can still get into the Tarda Grande, and I think that's a great idea. So, got that fixed up, put some lights on here. I'm not too happy with the spotlights. They looked weirder on the ground than they did, like, kind of hanging up here. I wish there was, like, an actual, like, block that would come from there to there, but that's okay. Again, just got some strobe lights here on the ground as well, and then I finished up the elevator over here. Oh, I didn't get the height correct on the piston. Other than that, it is ready to go. I believe it was 9.4. I guess 9.5. There we go. Not that the back needs to tilt, but in case we park backwards, that will work. And then the door should close. I didn't even pay attention to that. Yes, okay, it does. Alright, so let's go get the lobster and get some grinders on it so we can get rid of this monstrosity and we'll come up with something better. Alright, I'd like to thank my newest members, Golden Finch and So Jolly. If you'd like to join, there should be a button down below. Unless you're on iOS, then you gotta do it from a browser. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, well we got one grinder and one welder on them. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep that because we want to build something new. Let's make sure we have some steel plate inside of our lobster here. Yeah, we got 5,000. We should be plenty fine, plus all the ones we're going to grind out. Yeah, we'll definitely call a mulligan on this. It seemed good in my head, but once I get it all placed, it's too much. Okay, I immediately regret my decision. We're going to switch out to the two grinders. It'll just make it that much faster. Alright, let's make sure we're locked on. And then we should be able to hit number 1. Switch this guy out. Hopefully we're aligned up perfect. There we go. That'll work much better. Okay, let's go ahead and unlock again and do this with both welders, or both grinders. Right, there we go. We got it all cleared out. There were some people that wanted to do like some horizontal tanks. Other people were saying we should do the normal hydrogen tanks, and I kind of agree with all of that. Too much vertical tanks for sure. I think the first thing I want to do though is I want to make a door over here. Yeah, this one. And this one. Alright, so do we want, not the gate, this door? You like that? Or this one? I think I'm going to go for this one. I think that one looks better. Yeah, I think that one will work. Yeah, I only have steel plate on me. Let's see, I should be able to get the parts from one of these welders. Can I get this off without... Nope. I was hoping to get it off without destroying it, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then the hydrogen tanks put over here somewhere. Let's see, we probably want them connected to each other. I'm thinking 2 stacks of them. Let's see, that would be too close. I think we need to go right here. I'm wondering if we can get away with like a double stack and we put like a cage around it or something. Or some type of structure. So let's see, let's grind out that. And then the other one would go right here? Yeah. Okay. Get some conveyor junctions in there so we can not lose track of them where we need to plumb. Alright, now a couple tanks. I think this is the wrong color, actually. We need to go get the pipe color. I guess it's this pipe color, right? This is the slightly off orange. This doesn't really matter where it's rotated, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess there's those handles, but... meh. Well, of course, when I do that, the handles don't really line up anyway. Okay, I'm thinking something like that, and then we'll like plumb across the top, maybe put like a T and have it come down right here. That'd be kind of cool. Not that we can't plumb it up from the bottom. I guess I didn't need to do that to the bottom, huh? If we're gonna plumb it up from the top. Whatever. Alright, and then I'm thinking some beam blocks just to kind of mesh it into everything else. Do we do it there? Or like up to the midpoint of the next circle? I think the taller one looks better. Yeah, I think that looks sufficiently beefed up. And then the piping across the top. Let's go back to that piping color. Yeah, do we just have it go like that? And then have a pipe down the middle, or do we put pipes on the side? I don't want to fill it in, so let's do another pipe on the side. I think that might look fine. And then I don't really like the color of that, so let's do the black, brownish color. And then I'll have to figure out how to plumb it all the way over to, I guess, just that one. We just gotta plumb over to there, that's not too bad. Alright, a few more conveyor ports. There we go. Okay, so we'll take off those right angles and we'll put T's on them. Oops, it's not the right color. Okay, then we gotta get our flange pieces on. We're 90 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the transition. Yeah, I think that looks much better than the tank farm we had there before. Kind of like it. We'll have to figure out what we want to do for the fuel depots when we get there, but that might be the design we go with. Alright, well the lobster here has the grinders on it, so let's go ahead and take it back and switch out the tools and get some material so we can weld up those tanks. Alright, let's go ahead and swap tool heads and see if this is going to work. Well, it worked on one side, but not the other. That happens. There's definitely an improvement I could make. I need like a piston or something to push the lobster like in the right spot, because it kind of has a little bit of wiggle side to side, so I was lined up perfectly on this one, but I must have not been when I took that one off. So we'll go ahead and just grind it down and start over again. At least it's not too bad. Just drops to the floor, so I have all the parts, so I just gotta add a hinge head and then add my welder, and then I gotta rename it. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect so I can find it. Give it a quick name, add it to the group. Should be good to go. Let's see, what does this thing take? A bunch of steel plates, 80 large steel tubes. Really not as much as I thought. Okay, so we need at least 160 steel tube. And then small steel tube, we need a bunch of that, right? Because we need it for these conveyors as well. Need construction components, small steel tube, motors, okay. So let's make sure we have all of that stuff in here. Oh, looks like we need to produce some more large steel tube. But I was wrong, we need 80 and we have 4 of them. I was thinking we only had 2 tanks. We need, yeah, 320 of these. Right, there we go. That should be enough large steel tube. Small steel tube, yeah, we got a ton there. Motors, interior plate, construction components. So yeah, there's another 1,300. Alright, I think we got this bad boy loaded with a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and turn the thrusters on. Turn dampeners on before we fall out of the sky. Alright, hopefully I got enough stuff in here. Let's go ahead and get this guy welded up. At least as much as we can. Well, we were really close to finishing it there. What are we missing? We're missing one computer. Out of all of that, we got one computer. Okay, that's fine. It's done now. Let's see, let's grab a bunch of steel plate. I need to weld the back side of this thing. Okay, let's redo some of this catwalk over here. We can have a little access to the top of the tank here. Let's see, that one. Let's see, do we do that one or one with the end plate on it? Like that. If it's going to be a servicing one, let's just leave it open. Alright, cool. I like it. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. We might have to get some, like, spotlights on it or something to shine up. It's definitely on the dark side of the building here. It never gets any direct sunlight. Alright, now for some tanks over here. Let's see. We want to be able to walk around, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4 long. I think we'll come out to here. We can just walk around the backside. Let's see, I've used these in the past to hold the tank on. Let's see, is that far? Yeah, that'll work perfect. Okay, then we need our round blocks. Let's see, no, we're not coming that far over. Okay, yeah, something like that. I guess I can just weld that up by hand, it's just steel. Take me longer to get the lobster over here. Okay, yeah, that works. I think we need a little bit more support to it. I don't really like the look of that, it doesn't really actually, like, connect to much. Okay, what else we got? And I guess it'd go like this. And that, like we have over there. What about the scaffolding? I never use scaffolding. Like the half block one? Oh no, there's just the panels. I forget about that. There's just the frames. That would work. Let's see, we need some girder. What do we have for the frames? We just have a normal one and a triangle. Okay, well that's not much. Okay, so what if we put the triangle here on the end? And then we do like that? Yeah, I think that looks good. Be nice if there was one that had like an X in it. All right, and then over here I think we can get away with some white tanks over here. We'll have these guys the same height so it looks a little bit more uniform, like these guys are the same materials in them. Okay, yeah, I think that looks a lot better, a lot more uniform, like it was planned instead of just random stuff. And then since we're playing around with a catwalk, let's see, let's go to the black. There is the one with the ladder in it. Do we use something like that? Yeah, I don't know, that looks a little weird. I was hoping to like kind of connect it between. And I guess we could do something like that. That's a little funky too. Because yeah, I can't connect anything there. I was hoping I could, then I could do like the bottom tank is round. And then we could like cage around it or something. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I like it. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get some, let's get some spotlights on it actually. Or what if we put it right here on the catwalk? What would that look like? That's probably gonna be like blind. Yeah, that's pretty blinding as you're walking. We don't want to do that. Let's just go here and here. That leaves a space of 3. 1, 2, 3. We can do another one there. 1, 2, 3 there. Yeah, if I were to draw like a 45-degree angle, it looks like it's shining here on the ground a little bit. It's probably good. Or do I lower those ones down? Maybe these ones need to go down. Those can be up high. These ones need to go down lower. And I can't attach to that. That's too low or too high. Let's just go here and here. Yeah, that looks good. Not that we can really see it greatly in the day. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Might want to change the color of that tank, but other than that, that looks way better than it did, for sure. Alright, I think the next thing we want to do is go do a section of track. So let's go get the little langoustine and weld up, and then probably think about a permanent spot for the langoustine to dock up would be a good next project. He is still just chilling out here in La La Land. Alright, well apparently I didn't leave him on recharge, so he's close. We'll go ahead and just count it. Let's see, dampeners are on. Alright, somebody else had suggested I need to park up right here on the connector on the Tardigrade, and I totally forgot we had those. So yeah, he could just park up right here with his little backside connector there. So, good catch. I probably should have paid attention to that. That's probably where we'll park it when we come back, but he still needs a permanent spot. Alright, we did leave this guy connected. That's good to know. He should be charged on his battery, right? Yep, fully charged on the battery. We just don't have the projection on. Okay, it's easy enough. We already locked it down to the ground. Okay, I set myself up for success here. Okay, there we go. We've got the scaffolding built out. What do we got here? Silicon. We have another enemy out there. Oh, the observer. He's not as close as I thought. Okay. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. I think 9 is up. Let's see. That is not working. Why is that not working? Let's see. Are we connected? We must not be connected. Oh, there we go. We are not connected. So we're not getting any power or the antenna over there. So yeah, we need to fix that. There we go. Add a hinge part there. Now, let's see, where was that? Here it is. Okay, let's go ahead and connect it. Okay, now we're attached. Now we should have antenna. Alright, now let's see if our buttons work. Still not working. Let's see, what's the range on my antenna? 5,000 meters, we should be fine. Okay, that one's attached and that one's attached. I really have no idea why we are unable to control it. I'm going to go ahead and move the antenna onto the projector, though. Alright, there we go. Now it's working. I don't know why it wasn't. I'm not sure why we're not connected over there. Everything was on. And the antenna was on over there. And its range was okay. Oh well, it's working now. Definitely something very relaxing about building these things. It's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice little relaxing break. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect. Okay, there we go. We're detached there. And let's see. I don't know. Alright, let's put those like that, just in case we fall out of the sky. Dampeners are on. That's good. Okay, let's cut it loose here. Yep. We are still a grid, right? Convert to ship. We're flying. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the projector off. Alright, we'll get rid of all this in the landing gear, get it back into the Langoustine. Alright, now let's get the Tardigrade to build the other ones, or at least place them. Yeah, I know people like the living quarters of the Tardigrade, but I'm still thinking here would be a really nice spot to come in and park. I don't know, I'll think about it. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in the Tardigrade and build some track pieces. Nice, that works pretty good. Alright, I've been playing around with the Langoustine here, and he doesn't really fit in a 3x3 anyway. He's just a little too wide, so fitting him on the back of the Tardigrade is really not going to work. you know, even if I carved out this spot. So I think we'll keep all of that stuff, and I think what I'm going to do is just basically extend this pad out over here a little bit, just to give ourselves a parking spot. And we'll have a parking spot for this guy, you know, I'm thinking like here-ish or something, and then we'll have another parking spot on the other side for the projector piece that's over at the end of the track over there, and then we have a little storage spot for it, because basically we're just getting into this ship, welding up the base, getting out, and getting to the Tarde Grande, so easy access just to park right next to it, really, and then we'll have elevator access and all that stuff. So yeah, I think we'll just extend this pad out a little bit and maybe kind of redo the base or have some type of cantilever onto it. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think that'll work. Alright, so I'm wondering if we just extend this guy out a bit. So we have that guy, and then we'll put a pipe works here. Let's get the right color. Like that, and then we'll have, I guess we'll just put in a filler block for now. Like that. Is that going to be enough, I wonder? We're extending it out like that, because then this would be the, that would be the angle block. Or, well, we might as well extend the top out of heavy armor, just so it doesn't look weird with a seam. I know it'll kind of cost us on materials, but that's fine. Yeah, so if we put that guy there, just extend this whole thing out, is that going to give us enough space? Yeah, I think that would be enough. This guy can just park like right here-ish. So we'll put the conveyor just right in line with that post, I guess. We could even come back a little bit, actually. This might be the better spot right here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Alright, I've already forgotten where I need to put the connector. So let's fly back over here. I think it was this hole. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. That'll work fine. And then maybe on the other one we'll have like a landing gear or something. Because the hook for the other one is on the top for that little projector thing. Of course, it does have the antenna that sticks out now. So that might not work as well as I think. That's okay. It can just set down anywhere we want it. Maybe we'll put a connector on both sides just so we can kind of, if in case we come up with another ship. So that guy needs to come out. Don't know why I welded him up. Is that going to be okay to plumb? I guess that's going to be the question. Do we want it one? No, I don't want it one forward like it is. That's a little too much. Well, maybe. Hold on. We park it right there instead. Is that okay? Yeah, I mean, we're outside of the... Still got 3 wide for the elevator. I think that'll work better for the plumbing. So we'll go there. Okay, so we'll put that armor plate back. Let's get our connector. There. And the other one's going to go there. I guess how do we want to deal with this? Should I have even done that and cantilevered it out? I'm not really sure. We know we need to at least get rid of that. Okay, and then we got to somehow pipe through this disaster that we've done to get over to here. Okay. Yeah, we didn't really set ourselves up for success on this one. Let's see, of course, that's right where the sensor is coming through. I think I'll just come down here, and we'll just drop this guy down here and around. It'll be ugly, but that's fine. It's buried anyway. Does this need to be here? Yes it does. Okay. Actually, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so we're gonna curve it that way. We'll curve it this way. There we go. And then we'll turn there, and then we can have here, we can have the, these ones, the solid ones. And this will be a T. Yeah, that works. We'll just make it that gray color. Sure. And I can't really get in there now. That's cool. Luckily we've got cargo access right here, so that's kind of nice. Alright, let's put those structural posts back in. I don't know if they're necessary, but we'll keep them. I don't know if that grid is disconnected from that one or not. Don't think so. I think it's connected on the front, but that's fine. Let's just not make this overly complicated. Let's just put in a T here. Alright, we're all green. That's good. And now how do I get out of here? I guess we'll just drill through the floor. Yeah, we'll just go through one of these. It's cheaper. Okay, and then we'll pipe here. And we'll have... should we have one of these? You can't really see the flange anyway. We'll just do it that way. Alright, there we go. Cool. We got cargo access now too. Okay, so we've got that. Now I guess the question is, should I just like cantilever this out? Should I just put like a post out to here? Or do we close the building off like I was doing over here? But if I do that, what do I do here in this doorway? Do I get a gate in there? Because the ground's kind of sloping. Let's take a look at what it looks like. It's kind of in the ground, isn't it? It's kind of hovering, but not really. Yeah, it would be there. Almost good. Like we could do that. And then put a gate on top of it. I guess it's be this one back here. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm wondering if we do this kind of halfway. We'll do this guy carrying down, and then we'll just make it like a pillar. So it'll be like this. Down. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I like that. And then this guy would be this post. Down. Yeah, we'll replace that with the pipeworks. The pipeworks can go right here. Let's get the right color. Too many hydrogen tanks on us right now. It's taking up all my inventory space. Alright, we'll take that guy out, and we'll take that guy out. Which means we probably didn't need to do this whole mess. We could have just come straight over and up.
Inventory.
But that's fine. We're plumb now. I don't want to redo it. So the foundation needs to be redone as well. That's easy enough. Alright, now can we get the blocks? Yes, we can. We can get these guys under here. Does that one need it? Probably. Yeah, that'll look much better. Oh, looks like I already put one over there. Okay, good. Alright, the Langoustine should have plenty of steel plate in him. Well, maybe not. He looks pretty empty, actually. Okay, now we're out of stuff. Alright, let's get rid of all this. Yeah, I like it, for the most part. This kind of bugs me. I'm thinking maybe we'll just paint those gray and have it metallic. Paint those ones gray, and then can we get away with this? Is that going to look awkward? No, I think that'll look good. Yeah, that looks better to me. And I painted that the wrong color. Still haven't installed the paint gun mod, so we're just going to do it the old school way of drilling stuff out of the way. Now let's just do the hand railings by hand so we can get the lobster over here with just steel plate and metal grids to do the landing pad portion here. We'll put the Langoustine down there so we can get the lobster because he's got a lot more cargo capacity. We'll just make sure he is full of all the steel plates and metal grids that we have. Alright, let's see how much of this we can get welded up. Alright, cool, there we go. We got it. And we actually have some metal grid left. Okay, good. I always like to check because these weld states on this one, if you're missing the metal grid, it still looks like it's finished, even though it's, you know, missing part of its armor. Alright, cool. It was a cheaper of the solution, but I like it. I think that'll work great. Yeah, now that it's nighttime, we need to get some lights over here on this building. It's pretty dark over there. And then is that a spotlight from... Oh, I left the headlights on the Langoustine. That would do it. Alright, that's a little bit better. At least we got some light on the doors. We'll count that as a win for now. Alright, and since this has kind of turned into a Mulligan episode, I want to go up and readjust our curves. We had those 6-degree curves for our monorail, and it just was a little bit harsh when we were jumping through it. So I want to go ahead and get the other 2 sections over to a 3-degree is what I did on one of them. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see, we're on recharge. That doesn't help. Make sure our dampeners are on. Okay. Yeah, right here I took this midsection out and put in 2 3-degree curves. So that one looks a lot more gentle than this one up here. We've got 2 of them to repair. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to disconnect this area here. Let's see, all that's fine. This guy needs to come off. Okay, we'll get that repaired in a minute. And then here, wow, that sun flashing through the planet is obnoxious. I'm going to go ahead and just cheat a little bit. We'll just make it go just a little bit forward. Nope, still going to do it. Still going to flash on my face like a madman. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Whew. Let's see, this guy needs to be ground off here. Okay, we've got that section disconnected, and then we need to disconnect this one. Alright, we're locked on to this guy. Now let's go ahead and disconnect it. Okay, there we go. We got a merge block on there now. Should I put a landing gear? I should probably put a landing gear. You know what? I like it like that. We'll have it automatically hook on. Let's see. I have no control panel access or anything. Okay, now can we convert this to a ship? Yes, we can. Pop in here and move it over just for a bit. Okay, cool. Auto lock is done. And then we'll unlock. Go grab the next section. Probably didn't need to retract those. Alright, another control panel. Let's see if we can convert this one. Yep, good. I like that it floats up too. That's it's pretty handy. Let's make this one go over this way. And I think I just broke that. Yep, sure did. There we go. Now we're locked on and repaired. Alright, let's go get the projector guy over here and see if we can get it hooked up and then put it on a 3 degree and get it all aligned, hopefully. Ooh, that was a little hard landing. It's okay, we're on it and we didn't break it. Yeah, we're sparking a little bit, so that's fun. Alright, and then I didn't put on a hinge piece there, so okay. Let's go ahead and land and do that. Alright, if I had any depth perception, that would be great. Alright, let's see, where are we in this chain? This is ways back. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this guy real quick. I'm going to go ahead and detach him, just so we have some stability, hopefully, with the amount of subgrids and stuff we have on here when we attach this one, so it doesn't get too wobbly. Hopefully. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Alright, we got battery power, that's good. And then hopefully we can rotate this guy just 3 degrees. Okay, he's already at -2 degrees, that's interesting. Okay, there's -3, we'll go over there and make sure it looks like it's aligned. It should be. That looks pretty good, actually. Okay. Well, now all we want to do is just build the base onto it here. So we'll just get some steel and just erect over to it and build our foundations. And I need more steel. I guess we should lock on with a landing gear. That's a bit wobbly. How does that look like with alignment? Oh, that's pretty bad, actually. Okay, we actually need to come up by quite a bit, because we are not close. Alright, let's get some of that cantilevered weight off of there. We'll see if we can get it to kind of balance out. Looks like it's stable now. Is that where it needs to be? Pretty close. I'm pretty sure that'll merge. So we need to lock this guy down where it is. Okay, there is a landing gear. We appear to be stable. Hopefully I can get a block up tall enough here. There we go. Okay, we are locked in. Are we still good over here? Yeah, close enough. And of course we have a giant storm, so that's annoying. Let's see, we can get in here. And we can raise up our projection, which I can't see. Always a storm. I think that looks good. Let's go down there and look. Yeah, that's in the voxel. And that one's in the voxel. Are these the same height? Let's do a quick count. Okay, they are the same height, so the projection is good where it is. This is where the base needs to be. Let's see, let's get another block there. Because we need to put a merge block in. Okay, merge block there. Now we need to get the other base foundation. I need to carry this guy over. Okay, well we can't see anything in this dusty soup, but there is the merge block there. There's the merge block there. We should be good to go. We need to get this guy out of the way. So let's go ahead and disconnect him again.
Fuel low.
Oh, that's not great. Alright, fuel low. I should have paid attention to that, but we got a survival kit in here we can go refill. There we go. Okay, cool. Glad we got that survival kit in there. Alright, let's just turn the projector off. It's throwing me off here. Actually, before we do that, let's get it back into its 0 position. There we go. Okay, parked up, dampeners on. Let's see, let's come over here and convert this to... Oh no, we don't want to convert to a ship yet. We want to disconnect it first. Detach, there we go. Now we convert to ship, now we should start floating. Let's see, we just need to bring him all the way back over here. Actually, we have another section that we need to do eventually. Let's see, where's that next curve? Right here. So we'll just set it right next to these wind turbines, that'll be fine. Alright, we're going to park this guy under this leg here, so he's got a little bit of a safety net. Okay, and then we're definitely going to wait for the storm to pass, because I can't see anything. Alright, storm is cleared. Let's go ahead and get up here and get these pieces on. Let's see. Should be able to put each one of these on individually, and then we'll worry about merging them together. I think that'll be the safer route. We want it, so we're just barely in the ready to lock range. There we go. Let's see, now we need to get out. I pressurized this while we waited. So that's cool, it's still working. Let's see, we want to go down here and probably just delete that. Oh, that's broken. Okay.
Inventory full.
Let's get that fixed up real quick. Okay, there we go. Let's see, let's get back into the cab. Ow. This is going to be harder to align than the other sections, I think. It really wants to sink me down, too. That's really weird. Like, how can I hover with the rest of them, but this one I'm having troubles. Okay, well, we're attached. Unlock. Let's go grab the next section. Okay, again, we're hovering. We get the ready to lock. There we go. Landing gear's gone. That guy's not damaged, so that's good. Didn't hurt ourselves on the door this time. That's good. It's already going better than the first time. Alright, now let's thread the needle here with this. Well, now we're hovering. I don't know why I didn't like that last piece. We kept sinking to the ground. Let's see. Let's tilt over just a bit. That looks pretty good. There we go. Perfect. Unlock, retract. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this guy home. Actually, he might have some parts left in him. Don't think I have enough, though. Yeah, I've got some motors and plate and then broken stuff. I don't think I have enough for all those hinges. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this guy back. Yeah, that tank stuff looks way better. I like that. Coming up on approach. Oh, apparently the stairs are on their own grid. I must have just put those into the voxel. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. We might need to put other lights in there. I'm not sure. We got those lights. Yeah, they're okay. I guess maybe we could increase the range on them. Yeah, the increased radius, that looks pretty good. Oh my lord, another storm. That's alright, we can deal with this one. Alright, we're gonna take this guy back and get him loaded up with stuff for our hinges and things. Hinges and merge blocks. Oh, I guess I got those merge blocks I can take out on the base plates now. We can remove those. We just need stuff for hinges. And lots of steel plate for the armor blocks. Or for the blast doors. Alright, there we go. Let's see, we need to merge these two guys together. Probably be the first thing to do. So let's go ahead and take these merge blocks out, so we can get the parts. Oh, we did some damage while we were down here. Okay. Alright, get those pieces replaced, and then I need the beam blocks. And let's see, this one's an end. There we go. Well, we didn't end up damaging this one. They don't need power, do they, to merge? I thought we didn't need power. Right, let's just get some hinge components and see what's going on there. I thought it didn't need power anymore to merge, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just the connector. Okay, it's attached. That one has no power either. Why do we have no power? Okay, let's go ahead and connect this guy, lock it anyway, and see if we can get some power into the tubes here. Okay, that's yellow. Was that yellow or green? Because it should have been green. Oh, we got an issue here. Well, while we're here, let's top off our hydrogen. Alright, where was that? There it is. Okay, now we're green. We are red there, which means these guys aren't actually merged. That's disappointing. Are they just that far off? I mean, we put them on the same projection. They should have been perfect. Don't understand. Maybe we should have left these base plates connected? Maybe I should have connected something like this across. I was thinking the merge block would have been fine. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. It just forced itself together. Okay, a couple pipes there. And then we need, let's go back to page 1. These guys. Oh, I didn't bring enough motor, did I? I think those are the two pieces I didn't account for. I got stuff for 4 hinges. But not for the pipes. Okay. Yep. Missing something. Oh, we're missing just some small steel tube. What did I just... Oh, the thruster. I was gonna say, I actually turned off the welders this time. Okay. Let's just go get some small steel tube. I'll just fly over here real quick. Alright, I just went ahead and grabbed enough for like 4 more pipes, so that'll work. Because we probably robbed some parts for the hinges or something. Okay, now here's gonna be the tricky bit. Let's go ahead and just hover here again. Okay, we've got our hinge going down, we've got our hinge going over. Oh, they kind of align. Hopefully they'll be okay. Let's get it welded up. Oh, can we not get a hinge head there? Oh no. Okay, we might do this a little different. I wonder if we can get rid of those. Because it placed it last time. let's go ahead and just get two that are sideways. I don't think we really have any elevation change here. Alright, can we swing it back into place? Oh, looks like we can. I don't know if it'll attach, but we'll try it. If this doesn't work, we can always, I mean, it technically says it's attached. You say we could put a connector in there. Okay, well, it attached. We're gonna go with it. Let's see, I already had blast door on my toolbar. That's good. Yeah, it's a little off, but, I think that should be fine. It's much better than the 6-degree curve. Let's see, we got this side. Yeah, we got that side on. We just need to get the blast door. I guess I could control G, huh? I could build from the cockpit. I'm just getting out for no reason. Okay, cool. And we did not get the ones over here. Okay, control G, and then this. There we go. I always forget this is an option. And then control G again. I need to remember that that's a thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of all this. What is over there at 800 meters? Let's go explore what that is. But yeah, no, this looks a lot better on the slope. I like that. Because over here, definitely sharp over there by that red projector. That's a pretty sharp curve. So that looks way better, way more gentle. Yeah, we'll get that one fixed. I'll probably do that off camera because this took a long time. And I don't think we want to watch it again. Wait, is this for the... Why is this here? Okay, well, I've definitely got something funky going on here. It says we're 600 meters away, but it's also locked on right there. I have no idea what's going on with that. That was weird. Let's fly to where it's actually 0. I'm curious what this is. I think it's the base, isn't it? Why does it show that the green dot is over there? Okay, that's kind of wild. The dot is way over there, but somehow the base is, I don't know, center point's like right here-ish. Bet you if we disconnected that connector, it would probably snap back. Yeah, if we took this guy off and unlocked him. Yeah, if we switch lock on that, well, now what does it do? Yep, snaps it back over there. That's weird. Now I know. Alright, well, I got this section done over here. I probably should have done it on camera. I had to use a merge block to get it to finally fit over on this end instead of just getting these guys to attach. But now that I've got them attached, they are not quite right. So I've got this lip here, which, you know, probably be fine going this direction, but coming back will probably hit and cause some issues. So I was thinking about just adjusting the wheel settings, but I think I've got an idea of maybe how we could fix this. It's either going to be brilliant or stupid. So we'll see what happens. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I want to cut all of this stuff free from the base. We'll probably take this one off too, just because it's pretty close to the ground. All right, now that it's cut free, let's go ahead and put a control panel on here and see if we can convert this back to a ship. There we go. Okay, well, it didn't drop. That's good news. And then I'm hoping these hinges kind of leveled themselves out like they're supposed to. Awesome. Yeah, that looks great. Did it screw up the other end, I guess is the question. No, not really. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap, but maybe we could change that if we needed to. No, we can't. Okay, we're going to call that a win, for sure. Now we need to be able to get this guy back to a station. Let's see, this one? We're going to have to come out the other side, aren't we? Okay, keep grabbing the wrong block. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. Hopefully that'll grab to the ground. Alright, perfect. That'll work, and now we can convert it to a station again. And then just rebuild the foundation. Yeah, is that too much into the voxel now? It is a little bit. I'm thinking maybe we go up another level here. Okay, we're attached to that, so we can get rid of all this stuff now. Alright, we are a station and we're in the voxel, so we can get rid of the landing gear too. Okay. Alright, cool. It's looking good. We just need to replace that with an end. Alright, well, since we're here, let's just go ahead and weld this one up and then we'll fly over to the next one. Alright, this one didn't change as much. We can just add it how it was. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. That worked out a lot better than I was expecting, actually. So, yeah, that's really smooth. Okay, let's go get the monorail and test it out. Drive to the end of the track. So far, so good. I don't know how fast I should go. Alright, that's working awesome. I love it. Now we're back onto the straight section that we had before. We're going like 30 meters per second, but I think that's where I have it locked. Alright, well, we'll see how it goes the other way around. Coming back. Alright, well, thanks for joining me on this little Mulligan episode. We got the track realigned, we got that hydrogen tank farm over there instead of our other tanks that we had, and we got a little landing pad for our Langoustine. So, pretty productive episode, but didn't really get too much done. We did get a track section done, I guess we got that going for us, so I'll probably get some more going, and hopefully we can get closer to our launch pad site. Alright, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.